aquatic animal. Ada naman Manuel, ada.
Hello, hello.
Ai, mostra que ela foi filha.
나오네.
Ellos. Jadi ikut kok ikut sungguh kamu. Oh, gata bicho. Jadi nanti cuma ada coklat, barang, baca dong. sfârșit, în vremea normală. Hai în partea aia, nu?
Deci în partea mergem către Arabia. Lasă-l la sfârșit ăla. Hai să facem Asian Village.
În partea aia.
Ayun dahil pa ko.
Pe 45. Mergem pe aici?
Asta este către descărcare. Trecem într-un alt... Aici mergem în spate Seychelles. Crezi că ai tu aici? Eu nu vreau.
ملائمة للنباتات والحيوانات الموجودة في هذه البيئة الصحراوية. desert is a place of seasonal extremes, where the temperature could go as low as minus 12 degrees Celsius in winter and as high as 55 degrees Celsius in the summer. The plants and animals found in this environment have well adapted to these harsh climatic conditions. التي التي تعلمها أبو عبس هو غد شمالي أفريقيا يعيش في الصحراء ولديه قرون طويلة ملتوية. إنهم يشكلون قطعان من 5 إلى 20 قطعة تقودها أكثر أنثى. إنها تعرف أفضل الأماكن للعثور على الطعام والماء. نظرا لحركاتهم البطيئة فهم هدف سهل للحيوانات المفترسة. حالة الحفظ مها أبو عدس إنها معرضة للخطر ومهددة بالانقراض. First off, the ibex is a northern Africa desert-dwelling antelope with long twisted horns. They form herds from 5 to 20 members that is led by the oldest female that knows where all the best places to find food and water. Due to their slow movement, they are easy target for predators. Their conservation status تستريح هذه الحيوانات أثناء حرارة النهار وتصبح أكثر نشاطا أثناء العصر والفجر وحتى في الليل. لتجنب الرياح الجافة يقوم مها أبو قرار ببناء خنادق الرمال لسبيل الراحة خلال النهار. The Sumatra horned oryx is another northern African antelope that is found in a desert. Its currently conservation status is extinct in the wild. These animals rest in shade during heat of the day and become more active during dusk and dawn and even in the night. To avoid drying ones, the scimitar oryx takes perches into the sand to rest during the day. طائر النعام هو أكثر طائر يمكن العثور عليه في البيئة الصحراوية. كان النعام يعرف سابقا باسم طائر الإبل بسبب رقبته الطويلة وأنواعه بارزتان ورموشه الكاسحة. فضلا عن سيره المختص في طائر الإبل يمكن للنعام أن تتحمل درجات حرارة عالية وتبقى بدون ماء لفترات طويلة من الزمن. للقيام بذلك يقوم طائر النعام بتعديل حرارة الجسم في الأيام الحارة لتقليل فقد الماء. The ostrich is the biggest bird that can be found in a desert environment, as its species name camelus. As a common bird, it has small neck, prominent eyes, and streaking eyelashes, as well as its jovial walk. Also, like camels, the ostrich can tolerate high temperatures and go without water for long periods of time. To do this, they raise their body temperature on hot days to reduce water use. الكاوي هو حيوان بري صحراوي ينتمي إلى رتبة البواحة وهو الذئب العربي. هو أصغر سلالات الذئب الرمادي والتي كانت تنتشر عبر الجزيرة العربية بكاملها. الذئب العربي لا يعيش في مجموعات كبيرة، إلا أنه يصطاد في مجموعات تتكون من 3 إلى 4 أفراد. هو من أنواع الحيوانات البرية التي لا تمتلك غدد عرقية، لذا فهو يتحكم في درجة حرارة جسمه عن طريق النفاث السريع، مما يسبب التبخر من الرئتين. يقوم الذئب العربي بحفر مجهود في الرمال لحماية نفسه من أشعة الشمس، ويصطاد بشكل رئيسي بالليل. Next is one of the desert carnivores, the American wolf. It's the smallest of the subspecies of the gray wolf that inhabits the American peninsula. They do not live in large packs, but instead they hunt in pairs or in groups of 3 to 4 individuals. This desert wolf does not have sweat glands, thus they control their body temperature by rapidly panting, which goes without the pressure of the lungs. They dig burrows in the sand and غزال الجبل، وهو الأصغر والأغمق بين الأنواع الثلاثة. ثم الغزال العربي، وهو بني فاتح اللون، وهو الأكبر بين الأنواع الثلاثة. وبعد ذلك غزال الرمل، وهو الأخف لونا والمعروف أنه يلد التوأم. هذا كيف الإسلام جيدا مع البيئة الصحراوية وفقا لأحد الدراسات فإنها تكون أصلا وكبيرة. Which is the lighter brown in color and is the biggest among the three. The sand gazelle, which is the lighter in color and is round with curved tip-backs. Gazelles are good adapted to the environment, as according to one study, for these animals which are migrated, they shrink their heart and liver, so they require less oxygen by breathing less, and thereby losing less water. When these animals are alarmed, they make a noise from their nose that sounds a bit like a cacophony. They are swift runners and jumpers, and always alert to evade desert predators like the fox and jackals. الإبل العربي المعروف باسم الجمل سلاما واحدا مميزا يخزن ما يصل إلى 80 رطلا من الدهون، والتي يمكن لأن تحويلها إلى ماء وطاقة. تمنح هذه الحدبات الجمال قدرتها المذهلة على السفر لمسافة تصل إلى 100 ميل في الصحراء بدون ماء. نادرا ما يتعرض الإبل حتى في درجات الحرارة الصحراوية التي تصل إلى 48 درجة. لذلك عندما يأخذ سوائل يمكنه الركاب عليها لفترات طويلة من الزمن. عند شرور الإبل بالعطش الشديد يستغيث أن يشرب إلى 4 غالين من الماء ل3 أشهر الأطفال. The Arabian camels, commonly known as Ramadas, has a distinct one horn that destroys up to 80 pounds of fat, which a camel can convert into water energy when needed. These humps give camels their amazing ability. Camels rarely sweat, even in the desert temperature that reach 48 degrees Celsius. So when they
You want to go back or get on here?
Go back.
Are you?
pwede siya eh.
ولك انت كسول ثاني مشرب ثاني لازم تحت الله هيك مناخيره من فوق سبحانك يا رب تمثال
والله نايم هذا. يلا امشي من بابا يلا.
يلا بينا يلا روحي بابا تعالي هون عم بحرك رجله
वीडियो बनाना
Known as the third largest land mammal. The first one, the largest one, of course, elephant. The second largest, rhino. Any ideas about the third one? They like to stay inside the water. You're gonna see. We're gonna see the hippopotamus, the common hippo, behemoth. Over there, we have here two females, two. You can see one on your left. If you visit African village, there is a pygmy hippo. Pygmy, smaller than common.
Questo no, Poi.
They're known as a semi-aquatic animal. That's when you know they live in land and water. But hippo prefer to stay most of the time inside the water. You know why? Why they like water? They have like, you know, sensitive skin. Outside they will get, you know, like a sunburn. That's why, you know, hippo can stay in the water 16 hours during the day. But they cannot, you know, they cannot breathe under the water. They can just, you know, hold their breath between 5 to 6 minutes under the water. Then they will come up. Hippo, herbivorous animal. You know, they like to eat vegetables and fruits. Sometimes here we feed them watermelon. They're known as the noisiest animal in all Africa. You know, they have a loud voice. It has been measured by 115 decibels. We call this area wetland. We have a shallow water here with a migratory bird, you know, coming from outside. On your right side, this one grey heron, wild bird, coming from outside, grey heron. Over there I can see African spoonbill and glossy. African spoonbill, they have white feather and red leg and long bill shaped like spoon. The black one, glossy. They're known as a filter feeder. You know, they like to filter the water. They prefer to eat small fish, frogs, and anything swallow. In front of us, this is the national animal of Botswana in Africa, Boreal zebra. They're known as the national animal of Botswana. The beautiful one here in your right side, grey-crowned crane. They're known as the national bird of Uganda. Dancing bird. They like to dance. They prefer to live also near wetland and shallow water. You know, I have good question about zebra. What the main color of zebra? For example, if you remove all the hair, which color you will find? They have full black skin with a white hair. They have a unique stripes, different from one zebra to another zebra, like human fingerprint. They have also strong kick. If you know, they like to defend themselves by biting and kicking. Zebra can destroy the lion jaw. They can run, you know, approximately 65 kilometers per hour. You'll find zebra always, you know, in one group. They like to live in group in Africa. You know, they have strategy. If there is any predator attack zebra, they like to run in zigzag way. Why? To make an optical illusion for the predator, to confuse the predator. At night also, there is, you know, every day one bodyguard protect the group, like one dominant stallion, one male protect the group at night. Every day they will change this bodyguard. The female of zebra need approximately 1 year to give one baby. Here we have baboon or baboon, Hamadryas baboon. can see, look here, there is one big, the lot of hair you can see in the back, hiding. The big one is the boss. His name Bogie. Bogie is sitting in the back. Bogie, aggressive name, you know. When he's walking, there is a group of females follow him. About baboon, in the back, in the back. About baboon, you know, the DNA of baboon, 90% same like human, same like us. But of course, you know, the first animal similar to us, chimpanzee. Chimpanzee share us 98% of DNA. Chimpanzee very clever. Baboon prefer to live in mountain and near water. We have like a normal behavior. It's called, you know, grooming. They like to take care of each other. They like to clean themselves. The gestation period of baboon, 6 months. You know, the female of baboons need 6 months to give a baby. Also, they known as omnivorous animal only. They can eat both vegetable and meat. In the Bay Safari, we feed them vegetable. They like to eat carrot, but you know, in the wild, they can. Now we're gonna enter to Africa. We call this area African mix. We're gonna see here the tallest land mammal, and also we're gonna see the national animal of South Africa. In your right side, 3 of them, they know giraffe as the most handsome and beautiful antelope in all Africa. Kudu, greater kudu, the male with a beautiful horn, the female without horn. They have between 6 to 10 white stripes in their coat. That one kudu. You look on your right side. Kudu also is the second largest antelope after eland in all Africa. That's so beautiful. Look at the horn. Of course, you can see giraffe, the tallest land mammal. This group with a white coat and brown neck, they're known as scimitar oryx. Scimitar oryx like Canadian oryx, but scimitar oryx, you know, from Africa, from sub-Saharan Africa. Always, you know, you'll find them in one group. The group of oryx consists between 10 to 40 individuals. Giraffe. About giraffe, you know, they have a long, black tongue. Can reach 50 centimeters. The small one here, impala. You can recognize impala because they have letter M in their back. This one impala, the small one. And in the back we have eland, common eland. It's the largest antelope in the Bay Safari Park. Eland, very famous in Africa. Both male and female with horn. And the male, you know, with a bigger gilo. There is something under the neck. It's called gilo. This kudu. It's a beautiful and handsome antelope in all Africa. They have between 6 to 10 white stripes in their coat. Kudu, you know, look white, but they have a loud voice. Impala. Ladies and gentlemen, impala can see approximately 270 degrees without turning their head. Also, they can, you know, run very fast through the trees. That's why, you know, there is a car, it's called Impala Chevrolet. Because the name according to this antelope. Impala, one of the favorite prey for lion. When the lion attacks impala, they have like strategy. They like to run in different directions, confuse the lion. In Africa, most of the animals prefer to live near giraffe. Why? Because, you know, giraffe can know the danger from long distance. When the giraffe decides to run, all of them, you know, they will start running. It's like a tower for them. This one, European Mouflon. They are also as a mountain goat. Mountain goat. This goat, you know, excellent climber. They prefer to live in mountain. It can jump from rock to rock up to 10 feet. in your left is the national animal of South Africa with a white face, springbok. Springbok means in Africa rocky jumper. This antelope, can leap 3.5 meters high. Also, they can run very fast, 90 kilometers per hour, 90. Springbok, one of the favorite prey for cheetah. They're known as the national animal of South Africa. On your right side, ostrich or strauss. We have two colors here, black and brown. Which one the male and which one the female? Anyone know? Of course, the beautiful one and the colorful one is the male. The male is the black feather and red neck. The female is the brown feather. Also, they call ostrich the camel bird because they have long neck like camel. They cannot fly, of course, but they can run very fast, approximately 70 kilometers per hour. Our giraffe also, did you know, ladies and gentlemen, the male of giraffe can reach 6 meters tall, the female between 4.8 to 5 meters, and the small calf, the baby of giraffe, between 1.5 to 2 meters tall. The new calves of giraffe drink milk. After 3 weeks, they can eat plants and carrots. They like to eat carrots, of course. But the favorite tree for giraffe, acacia or acacia trees. Also, giraffe is the national animal of Tanzania. The lifespan of giraffe 20 years outside. Inside captivity, they can survive more than 30 years. Here we're gonna see the first carnivores in Dubai Safari. People call this animal sometimes Simba Leo the Lion King. We're gonna see the African brown lion.
Agora aquele uns pontos para known as a nocturnal animal. They prefer to be active at night. During the day, the male of lions sleep between 16 to 20 hours during the day. Lazy king. Here in the Dubai Safari, all of them 9. We call them collision. Collision means we don't have females here, just 9 males. We bring this group, from a Geneva zoo. All of them born inside captivity and grow up together. If you bring one female here, it will be a big fight. Just because they want to attract the female. It's natural. In Africa you can find 2 group of lions. The normal group as pride, consists many females with 1 or 2 or 3 males. The second group known as collision, all of them males. Here in Dubai Safari we feed them 5 days in a week. 2 days without anything, because we have to give them same life like the real life in Africa. In Africa, this animal cannot hunt or eat every day, no food for free. We give them in 1 day between 5 to 7 kg of meat. The lifespan of lion 10 to maximum 17 years in the wild. Inside captivity, they can survive more than 20 years. Like Ginny, Ginny is the oldest African brown lion, live in India. live in India until 25 years inside captivity. They call this animal the king because of this mane. It looks like crown and the powerful roar. Did you know also, ladies and gentlemen, you can also hear the roar of the lion from 8 kilometers. Now we're gonna see two of big five in all Africa. The big five animals in all Africa: African elephant, rhino, cave buffalo, and lion and leopard. This is the African cave buffalo. In Africa, they call this animal Black Death because cave buffalo can kill a lion. They have strong memory like elephant and camel. They don't forget and don't forgive. We can remember, for 2 years, so that they don't try to play with them. In Africa, they like always, to be in one group. When the lion attacks the small calf, the small baby, you will find all the group, they like to return back and try to fight with lion. They like to help each other. Herbivores animal. Look here in your left is the second largest land mammal after elephant, rhino or Nasaro. This is the African southern white rhino. All of them here in this park, we have 5. 1 male with 4 females. They have, 2 horns made of keratin like our fingernails. They have also a poor eyesight, but excellent sense of hearing and very good sense of smell. The name of the group, Crash. Did you know, ladies and gentlemen, rhino can run around 50 kilometers per hour. That means if they get chance to attack the bus, they can't leave the bus. They are very aggressive, like hippo. And also they're known as a territorial animal. They don't, like to share their own place with different species of animal. That's why here we put them alone. The female of rhino need 18 months to give just 1 baby. In Africa, before there's 2 sort of species of white rhino. This is the African southern white rhino. The northern white rhino extinct already. We have only 2 females now in Kenya. The last male of northern white rhino dead since 2018. His name Sudan. They try now in Kenya to breed these females. According to IUCN Red List, they classify rhino as near threatened because people hunt them for the horn. Now we're gonna see the cattle of the king, or the favorite animal for all kings in Africa. In your left, Watusi or Anquili Watusi. It's a cow, but you will find this cow in Rwanda, Uganda and South Africa. In Rwanda, not allowed to kill Watusi. Watusi like traditional animal. In Rwanda also, if you want to marry any girl, you have to give her father a Watusi as a dowry. We use this animal in wedding. There's a tribe now in Rwanda. The name of this tribe Tutsi. That's why they call this animal wild Tutsi. They like to make a circle and put the small calf or the small baby in the middle to protect them. They have a largest horn between all cattle. There's a record before the largest horn ever in Watusi from tip to tip, 2 meters. On your right side, you can see white stork and Marabu stork. Marabu stork with a bald head. White stork, of course, very famous because of the cartoon. They known as the national bird of Ukraine. White stork, migratory bird. They like to travel. Always, you'll find them near wetland and shallow water. Marabu stork, scavenger bird, like vulture. Like,
Super.
dead animal. Marabu stork, prefer also to live near shallow waters. But when they're getting angry, they like to grab, their beak. Now we're gonna see the strongest fight between all animal kingdom. We're gonna see the Nile crocodile. On your right side. Outside. Also, I can see 2 of them, 3 of them outside in your left.
Hindi.
Look at that one with open mouth on your right. They're known as the strongest bite between all animal kingdoms. And the bite scores for Nile crocodile 5,000 per square. Here we have a black buck, Asian black buck. They found in India, Pakistan and Nepal. This is the female. The male, the dark brown coat and zigzag horn. About Nile crocodile, ladies and gentlemen, they can hold their breath 2 hours under the water. Inside the water, the top speed for Nile crocodile 30 kilometers per hour. Outside it can reach 17 kilometers per hour. This one nilgai. Nilgai is the largest antelope in all Asia. Nilgai means blue bull or blue cow because the male with a grey and bluish coat, with the female with a light brown coat. You'll find nilgai in India, and also now you'll find them in USA and Mexico. They like to live in grassland. The male can reach 850 kg, but the female, from 350 to 600 kg. Now we're gonna see the national animal of United Arab Emirates. beautiful deer. Axis deer or spotted deer, also they known as Bambi from the cartoon Bambi. So like always to relax under the shade and they like to eat a lot. Bambi can eat small flowers and small plants. Axis deer or spotted deer also one of the favorite prey for tigers because they live with tiger in the same habitat inside the forest. This one Nilgai is the male of Nilgai, blue ball. We saw the female with the light brown coat is the male. Nilgai again is the largest antelope in all Asia. The male can reach 850 kg. Here we have the national animal of United Arab Emirates, Arabian oryx. And in your right side, the small one, black buck, Asian black buck. They got this name black buck because buck for the male, and when they're getting old, they got a dark brown coat. The darker one means older. That one, Adax, with the spiral horn and brown and white coat. Arabian oryx is the national animal of United Arab Emirates. They have full white coat and straight horn and also black legs. About Arabian oryx, ladies and gentlemen, they have like a circulation system in their head, in their brain. This system helps them to cool themselves down. Arabian oryx is the only animal which can increase his body temperature to go up 4 to 5 degrees without any problem. You can see there's one animal in the back with a dark brown coat and big horn. Sable antelope. They know as the national animal of Zimbabwe. Sable antelope. And very aggressive. They like oil low. He likes also under the shade. Adax like Arabian oryx. They have also stomach survive for a long time without water. They found in Africa, in sub-Saharan Africa. They call Adax also as the slowest antelope in all Africa. When they are walking, they walk like a soldier. Next, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna see my favorite animal. Inside here, this animal, can swim from land to land. Also, they can climb a mountain. They're known as a solitary hunter. They like to hunt alone, not with group like lion. We're gonna see the national animal of India, the Royal Bengal tiger or the Bengal tiger. We're gonna see tiger.
So what's in there? Nerede kayıp? Sleva. Lom là con nữa lom.
çıkınca. Biraz parkıyoruz.
Cachorros pokazał nam Baszura.
Ha, uzak Amerika'da yanına kadar.
They like to live inside the forest and near river and water because you know tiger excellent swimmer. That's why my own tiger you know can swim 10 miles. Can 10 miles before start swimming. All of them here 6. We have you know 6 tigers, 4 females, and 2 males. They prefer also to hunt at night. They have excellent night vision. During the day, tiger sleep around 10 hours during the day. But tiger not like lion. When they are hunting, they like to share the food with each other. We saw lion hunting before, when the females go to hunting and bring the food, the king eat first, so that all the member of the clan can eat. Look here, your left, you can see 2, 1 here, here that 12. Here, there's another one here. This tree. That's why the lifespan of tiger 8 to 12 years in the wild. Inside captivity, they can live more than 20 years. The largest one, of course, not Bengal tiger. The largest one, known as Siberian tiger. Siberian tiger can reach 390 kg.
Rafton bıçağın hasta.
There's you can see. In your left, there's the animal over there. You can see. Here we have the African wild dog or cave hunting dog. They're known as the most intelligent and successful predator. These dogs, they like to work like a team. They have 2 alpha, male and female, dominant couple. These dogs can travel 50 kilometers, in one day. African wild dog, the female need approximately 2 months to give, small pup. The hunting rate for these dogs 80% successful, better than lion. Lion just 30% because lion depend on the size of the pride. They have like strategy. They like to chase the prey and push it to the river. After that, that means they will give the prey 2 choices. If you jump inside the water, they will find 9 crocodiles, or they can surround for wild dogs. African wild dogs live in South Africa, also in Namibia, Botswana, and Zimbabwe. The lifespan of African dog 10 to 11 years in the wild. Inside captivity, they can survive more than 20 years. The main predator for these dogs in Africa, lions. The king hates these dogs. Always, in Africa you will find lion attack them and try to kill all the small pups because it's like, competition between each other. These dogs, excellent hunter. According to IUCN Red List, they classify wild dog as endangered species. Also, they look like hyena. But I would like to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see hyena, make sure to visit African village. We have spotted hyena and striped hyena in African village. Also in African village we have white lion, chimpanzee, gorilla, hyena and reptile house. Saros crane in your right side. Saros crane. They known as the tallest flying birds. You know, the male here prefer to dance to attract the female. Saros crane, symbol of loyalty. Because you know the male needs one female for the rest of his life. Saros crane. Omnivores. Here we have axis deer and we have sambar deer. The dark brown coat. Sambar deer, very famous in Asia. You'll find them in Nepal, Sri Lanka, and Pakistan. Sambar deer, excellent swimmer. The male with the branch antelopes, the female without antelopes. Sambar deer and axis deer, both as the favorite prey for tiger. The little tiger, black buck in your left. Now we're gonna see the national animal of Philippines. In front of us is the national animal of Philippines, Asian water buffalo. In Philippines they call this animal carabao. Water buffalo is the second source of milk after cow in the world. Also, people use them in farming. They are so friendly, not like the African buffalo. Mozzarella cheese, they made this cheese, from the water buffalo milk. They're made with high protein and calcium. Asian water buffalo, can survive more than 30 years inside captivity. Nil guy, this is the female of Nil guy. And we have here young male. Now we're gonna see the fastest land animal. This animal can run very fast. We're gonna see now cheetah or gepard. Cheetah can run, about 120 kilometers per hour. Cheetah can accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers in 3 seconds, faster than Ferrari. They have a long tail. Cheetah uses tail to make balance when they're hunting to move in all directions. The tail of cheetah can reach 80 centimeters. The difference between cheetah and all cats, they have small paws, look like dogs, to help them to run. But if you saw lion and tiger and normal cat, all of them with a big paws. Yeah, you can see 3 of them in your left, 4. 4 in your left. They call cheetah also small cat because they cannot roar like lion or tiger. They have normal voice like small cat, like meowing. Cheetah like lion, they prefer to live in open area, woodland and grassland. Africa. They have, like black tears. These black tears act like our sunglasses to reflect, the sunlight. They have approximately 2,000 spots and unique spots like human fingerprint, different from one cheetah to another cheetah like human fingerprint. Did you know, ladies and gentlemen, cheetah during top speed can breathe 150 breaths during top speed. So they have just one problem. When they're reaching the maximum speed, they can run just for 30 seconds. After that, they need the rest. Why? Because they might get a heart attack. That's why in Africa you will find, many predators like lion and hyena, they try to attack cheetah at this moment to steal his food. Because cheetah already tired. The female of cheetah, most of the time in Africa, live alone, live solitary, because, she raises all the small cubs and learn them how to hunt and how to survive. After 2 years, all the cubs, they have to leave the group to find a new group. That's why the female of cheetah, most of the time in Africa, live solitary.
बर्ड का शो था वो कैंसिल कर दिया मैंने।
어. 네. 아. Reggere Leono?
The amazing features of
ये सारे भी तो हैं, ये ढेर पड़े हैं, ये ढेर बैठे हैं।
अरे ठीक है, यहाँ से टूट जाएगा पाँव मेरा। जाना पड़ेगा। अरे लगे Ini mau nanya mau gorila.
기초를 하지요.
देखना था यार। ये तो बच्चे देख पाएंगे।
Давайте, один, два, три, идите сюда.
Стали, все, Арлан, поближе.
Başlayayım mı? Tamam. Gel.
He's about to kill her. He's depressed now. They're going in circles.
Now, he's trying. Now, 100 meter. No, be quick.
So cute. Jump.
Из этого уже что-то.
Знаешь, такое сильное.
И он когда летит, вот это такой сразу. Живой вперед гусь. Вот, сейчас он тут сейчас. Сердитика, сейчас он тут даст нам. Смотри, чтобы он всех не пробил. Вот.
Снимай видео, снимай, у меня кончилась память.
Oh my god! I thought he was gonna jump.
Потому что Вайбере.
لا لا سوي now 1 2 يلا يلا
Oh my god! What's
Oh my god.
Hayat onu tişörtünden doğsun.
Thank you.